What are we doing? I hope this finds you utterly incredible on this another day in our paradise. And what a paradise it is. Have a look. Absolutely not another ship in sight. So those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Chris THRALL. I'm a former Royal Marine, and together with my buddy Louis. Say hello, Louis.
Hello everyone, good morning from the middle of nowhere.
That's the first mate, Christopher Greenhouch. We are rowing the Atlantic in our little boat, the beautiful Isabel, or Little Iz as we nickname her. And we're going that way to Barbados. And we're doing this to shine a light for all the people out there that might be struggling with their mental health or their physical health like we have. Louis recovering from chronic brain trauma. Just over 2 years ago, he was rushed into intensive care to have his skull opened up to relieve hemorrhage that he had. And I'm recovering from just being a bit mental. And we're shining a light for all those people out there that might be struggling, and we're raising some money for the victims of the military machine, really. Children who've lost a parent, which is mostly to suicide, and also veterans who find themselves homeless, with a wonderful charity called APPAREL that rehouses homeless veterans. So it's day, I'm not sure what day it is, but we're coming up for 3 weeks here out on the Atlantic. It's quite a long time to be either rowing here or sleeping 2 hours on, 2 hours off, or varying different shifts that we do in our cabin. This is our little cabin. There's all our navigation equipment for all you techies. VHF radio, sat phone, GPS. This is our battery indicator, which is quite important because if we haven't got batteries, we can't make water. We can't desalinate water. We can't use the GPS. And oh, sorry, I've been thrown about here a bit. So that's our current battery charger on 12.7 volts, which is fine. The sun is coming out, so that will charge the batteries right up. Here's my fuzzy Velcro pad, which I stick everything on. And there's a very special Toblerone bar stapled to the ceiling that says "Dad, my hero." So hope you all had a mental Christmas. We've just been having a blast out here. It's been pretty tough. The first 2 weeks was storms every day, and these waves get quite monstrous. As you can see, this is a fairly calm day, but at some point we've had like 3-meter waves, which doesn't sound a lot, but when you're in a small boat, whoa, they seem enormous. But we're unperturbed. We're, as I say, we're 2 British veterans, so we've been around the block a bit. We've seen a few things, so we're not bothered about a bit of salt water. I'll put my goggles on, folks. Don't laugh, please. If anyone calls me a specky twat in the comments, I will remind you I have a set of certain skills. Origami. And I will come and I will make you a paper crane, yeah? Thank you. Oh, flying in. There's Jay. Hello, mate. Good to speak to you earlier. Brent, where are you fishing? Well, we're fishing from this little rod holder here. with a rod that's in the front cabin at the moment, up there. And we didn't actually fish for our fish today. They flew on board. It was a little flying fish. I've chucked him back overboard now before he got too dried out. That came on board some point in the morning. We fished the other day for 3 hours, and we got all excited because we had a big tug on the rod. That's not a euphemism. Louis smiling already. We had a big tug, and we caught a black bin liner. So that was a bit of a letdown. Hello, White Cliffs. Hello, D. Yes, I know what you mean. Thanks, Tree Goblin. Thanks, White Cliffs. Hello, Max. Hello, Dream. Yes. So all going well, folks. We're managing to bang out some very, very long days. It's really funny when you think about being a skipper on an Atlantic rowing boat. You think of a whole load of things. You know, you think you're going to be doing Captain Birdseye adverts and, you know, shinning up the rigging and all this sort of stuff and weighing anchor. And the truth of the matter is, you do one thing. You look at your speed and your bearing, and that's it. Especially as we left Gran Canaria with another crew, and they're on the same tracker as us, which, even though we're not in a race, it kind of puts us under a bit of pressure as UK veterans to come up with the goods. Do you know what I mean? So we've been really hammering the oars, getting some good distances, surviving the wind and the rain, which at the moment it's okay, but ordinarily, if I show you down here, that's the bilge pump there, folks. There's a pump underneath there. All the water that comes on board, and sometimes it's up to this deep, so it's knee high, gets pumped out by that pump there. This is our drogue, always on hand. I don't want to say the word emergency, but it's on hand for when things get a bit hectic. We can just pop that one over the side, and it stabilizes the boat by holding the back of the boat into the waves. We've also found it quite useful for steering as well. When the wind's trying to blow us to New York instead of Barbados, we'll pop that in over one side, and it holds the boat a bit better on course. Massive thank you for all your kind comments. If you could please tag someone, share someone in our videos. Our Facebook, we're doing a lot of Facebook lives, is facebook.com/Oceans Elite Row. Everything, all our Insta socials is Oceans Elite Row. And just a word about the tracker. Hello, Germany. Hello, Aaron. Just a word about our tracker. If you download YB Tracker, like Yellow Brick Tracker, YB Tracker to your phone, then you can add the expedition Mission Atlantic. And once you've added Mission Atlantic, you'll see our boat. It won't be called Isabel. She'll be called Oceans Elite. And then you can follow our progress each day, and it's from what everyone tells us, it's quite addictive. I've just been making us a cup of tea. Here we go. There we go. These mugs, folks, if you ever go to sea, get a camel mug, a camelback mug. They're awesome because they've got rubber on the bottom, so they don't slide around, and they keep warm for hours and hours. All our wet gear, that's naval speak for a brew, a cup of tea, is all in this locker. The other lockers we're starting to empty of food. We're eating our wet rations first. That's pre-packed rations that are just like, you know, your mum's sort of stew. Well, not my mum's stew, because she's not around anymore, but you know what I mean. And yeah, we've been eating all the wet rations to get rid of the weight, because we don't want to hang around here. We want to get to Barbados, see our families as soon as possible. It's very beautiful out here. We're very fortunate, but it's, hang on, it can get a bit same-o, same-o. And we're looking forward to getting to a different patch of the Atlantic so that we can see our families again, really, and get this thing in the bag. As you can see, we haven't seen another boat all the time we've been out here, and not another boat has come within 12 kilometers of us, because if it did, we'd get a warning from our AIS system. But if you look around, as far as the eye can see, you can't see another thing except water. And I'm saying that for all the people out there that have an interest in the flat earth theory. All I can tell you is when you're out here, other than the fact we obviously use GPS and we see the satellites going over, we use Starlink for this video now. That's a different set of lower orbiting satellites, and you get a picture of all the satellites. It's part of the app. They show you where everyone is. I'd say it feels like we are a pinprick on a very big globe. That's what my summary would be. And then of course you've all got your latitude and longitude, which dictates whereabouts on that globe you actually are. So that's been in my I've thought about that quite a few times. I think you get a very different view of life when you get out on expeditions. So yes, that's it. I'll keep this fairly short. There's a couple of buckets over here. Everyone asked the question, where's the bathroom? That bucket over there is the bathroom. That bucket there is the laundrette and the shower. These are our rowing positions. We've locked the oars off at the moment, as you can see, so we don't lose them. We don't lose them overboard. That's our emergency ditch kit. So if we have to take to the life raft, we have to grab that, chuck that in the life raft. We've got life jackets in the corner there, although we wear these harnesses all the time because it's just a lot easier. It's just a lot easier to wear a climbing harness, and obviously you make sure that you're strapped onto the boat, clipped on as we call it, all the time. That just becomes second nature, because when you're doing anything up to, we've had 6 knots at one point, that's 6 miles an hour, you can't swim that fast. So we're always kind of strapped onto the boat. That's it. We got whacked the other night by what I'm assuming was a shark, paying us an inquisitive visit. Other than that, we haven't seen a lot. I've seen dolphins twice, which is just stunning and amazing, but way too quick to be able to get the camera out. And we're a third of the way to we're coming up for half the way to Barbados. So in 3 weeks, that's not bad going, really. At times we've been absolutely soaked wet through for like a week at a time, and bailing out the boat by hand because we lost a solar panel earlier on. It just stopped charging the battery. We got 3 solar panels. You can see, hang on, that doesn't work, does it? Hang on. You can see there's a solar panel there. There's one more behind it. And you can see there's one on the front next to where I fitted the Starlink. And one of them ceased to charge the batteries the other day, which is quite important because we went from at times 14 volts down to 7, at which point the navigation switched itself off. We had no water. We've got emergency satellite phone communication, but obviously that's got to be charged up. So Chris had to get into this cabinet here. I had to take all the electronic cabinet down, get inside there, and I found a burnt out circuit board where water had somehow managed to leak in it. And just very fortunately for us, the company that sold us our solar panels gave us 50% discount for the charity. They're called Marlek, by the way. Hello, Sarah. They included a diode in the spares pack, just a little electronic component, and I was able to wire the diode in where the burnt out circuit was, so that the current only flows one way to the battery. Otherwise it would flow both ways, and at the same time as charging you'd be discharging. So luckily I know a bit about electronics, enough to get us back up and firing. I'm just going to read the comments. Thank you, Tree Goblin. Irish Salt Miner says, remember to throw your passport overboard when you arrive in the States, Chris. It's a free ride from there. Good luck, lads. Godspeed. Good morning, the Meta You. Hi, Alex. Much appreciated, brother. Or is it sister? I'm guessing it's a brother. Hi, Chestnut. And there's Neil. Morning, chaps, and well done for all you're doing. One love to you and yours from Worcester. Is that Worcester? Or Worcester? Sorry, I'm a bit bad at English place names. Worcester. Thank you. The response we've had, the support we've had has been amazing. Thank you to everyone that's chipped in a £5 for the charities. There's a link below, folks, if you can spare a £5. It really is. We purposely picked two charities that, you know, like I say, I'd say they're the victims of the military industrial complex. The people, you know, that just get forgotten, really. So that's it. We're just about to do a Facebook Live if you want to get on our Facebook. And like I say, remember the tracker, YB tracker, then add Mission Atlantic to your race group. And then you'll see us, Oceans Elite, in our beautiful little boat, Isabel. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Torthin. Goa Dibra. Hi, Arthur. Hi, Albert. Rick saying, seen any sea monsters? No, just the flying fish that you saw in the thumbnail. And the black bag that we managed to catch when we were fishing. Dream is saying, gonna bump up your fundraiser to 73 after this live. I hope. Do you mean you, Dream? That's really generous of you. Or do you mean the video? Either way, massive thanks and much love. And we know that Alex is a brother now. Thank you, Alex. Right, that's it. We're gonna crack on. Do a quick video for our Facebook, then we're going to hit the oars and we're going to power our way to Barbados because yeah, we just want to get there now. But that's it. Body wise, I'm sort of faring okay. Couple of tender spots on my backside, but nothing, you know, to write home about. We got lots of you can see there, and the feet are the same. A few blisters. But other than that, we're firing health-wise. Louis had a bit of a sore ass, but it's getting better now. We're hitting the Sudocrem, and the main thing is we haven't lost spirit since we left Gran Canaria. We've just been firing, really, and loving the experience. Nothing's really intimidated us, even the big waves, and they get so big that they swamp the boat. Literally, the boat goes underwater temporarily, and then at that point we were having to bail it out using the bucket, so that was fun. And that's it. All right, my lovelies, stay tuned. Thank you all to my wonderful loyal supporters. Massive thank you to those people that support us financially. You know who you are. And yeah. Oh, Do you like the flag? Arrgh! Well done, legends. Just remember, you're born a legend, you'll die a legend, and I know you're a legend in between that. You just got to make sure you know yourself, and everything will be funky. Much love, my lovelies. Cheers, cheers.
You got a message.